Won a couple series and really felt like Brandon was not comfortable, and so we figured that we'd bring Danny in, and he was productive, certainly almost right away, and decided to leave him stay. He was not perfect by any means. As I recall, he's 6 of 14, which is not what we want, and we had some guys wide open, and certainly, but that was his first start, and his first playing time, I should say, and certainly performed well to a point. I think Brandon's, we got to get him comfortable and settle down and in the flow, and I don't know that that'll happen. It just kind of depends on how this quarterback competition plays out. So I like Geis. Geis came in. He was 19 carries for 155, and shows that he's a pretty special back in and of himself. And I thought our special teams was very sharp. I felt like Josh Grouden averaged 40 plus, but many of his balls were not returned. He put them down the boundary, and it allowed them to bounce, and that's an advantage for us. And the felt like Cam Gamble, hit the ball right. When you only have to cover a third of the field with your team, you can make a lot of tackles for short space. And if you looked at our average possession, we had kickoffs that were tackled on the 14, the 27, the 7, the 24, the 25. So we're really, a lot closer to being a dominant special teams unit than we've been. T. White, he went back 21 yards before he started to go forward on that return. So he should get double credit for that running. So missed an extra point. You can't do that. And we had 2 turnovers. Danny throws a deep ball for no reason. Don't need to do that. We can pull that one down or hit a check down. And then we had pressure off of our left side. So we were penalized 5 for 35 yards, and we're going to lose some of those penalties too, I promise. So work in progress. Feel like we're pretty talented. We didn't play Leonard Fournette today, and we should certainly see him back healthy here pretty quick. So I don't think anybody got hurt. I think there's nobody missed time. We like to have been a little bit more efficient and run the clock out in the back end, but if that's your complaint, then that's not a bad complaint. So questions? This gentleman here in the multicolored Nike thing.
You have the mic or no? Go ahead, just speak loud.
Coach, microphone. Coach, Danny's decision-making on the 3 touchdown drives that you had, it seemed like even the incompletions were right on guys' hands. Is that safe to say?
We felt like he, there were a couple of balls that should have been caught, during his time as well. And but in the same vein, there were a couple of decisions that we will change, but we're optimistic that that'll happen.
Les, when Danny was running the offense, it looked different than with Brandon. Was any of the play call different, or is it just how he operates it?
No, it was just exactly the same offense that we've been running for as long as I can remember. So the pieces that are there have been there for quite some time. So, in fact, that guy standing next to you ran a couple of those plays. So
He didn't stink.
no, he didn't what?
He didn't stink.
Sink? No, he didn't.
No, stink. He was good.
I'm sure that whatever he said there was good. It's quality. That's no question. It's quality.
Coach, defense played well, but it seemed like they had a little trouble getting some 3 and outs in the first half. I think the only one was the one right before the end of the second quarter.
Eli Jenkins is an All-American. He's got great speed. Did you see that big back? Whoa, my goodness! I mean, that offense was a real offense. Okay, did you see the size of the receivers that were catching balls? I want you to know something. You know, they looked like a big, strong, could have played in any league. So they haven't lost many games in their time. You know that coach has been there. You see why. I think we lined up against a very quality team today. Quality. That's there.
That's right over here. When you mentioned quarterback competition playing out, it sounds like Danny has a solid chance to compete for starter this week.
Absolutely.
And did you get a chance to gauge Brandon's psyche, emotions afterwards?
Well, I just the season's a long season. We're going to need both of them, and you know, I would expect that competition both guys would understand, and that we would go forward from there.
Mike, that mic's killing us. Okay. Just speak loud. What was your assessment of the offensive line's play after last week?
I think I'll have to see film. I think they're certainly a lot better, but again, it'll be. You know, we moved Booty. Booty wasn't there, and so we put Mai in at right guard, and I thought Mai made some mistakes, but I thought he played pretty well.
Les, did you think about playing Danny last week at all during that game?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not play him?
Yeah, well, we were not in the exact same positions, and we didn't want to bring him in an ugly spot where the pressure of the position might adversely affect how he played. So.
Les, does this feel like a stabilizing win, kind of getting back to where you guys want to be?
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to go and correct some things. We want to talk about the things that need fixing, and any time that you finish game second,